This is FYI on your TV, brought to you by Hometown News. I'm Cathy Botham, and I've got Cathy Taylor with me. My goodness, this is like a little reunion.
It is.
You are here with the Rideau Community Health Services today, but you and I knew each other. You used to work at Community Living North Grenville as well.
I did, yeah, so it is like a homecoming. How lovely.
It really is. Now, you are here to talk about Rideau Community Health Services. You're a community health worker. So what does that mean? What does your title mean?
So I'm part of our health promotions team, and the role of community health workers is to connect with our community and acknowledge that health is so much more than just our bodies, and helping individuals, all members of our community, become healthier by understanding the social determinants of health. And by that I simply mean, we know that to be a healthy person, you don't just need a healthy body. You need to feel a sense of connection. You need to be able to access food, have a safe place to live, cultural experiences, and feel truly connected to people in your community. So my role is helping people navigate our complex social system, and then providing them with opportunities to connect and feel a sense of wellness and just awareness. So yeah, it's a wonderful job. It's a mix of kind of social work and community work.
Excellent, excellent. Now, part of it too, you brought some examples here too. You do therapeutic art.
I do.
Okay, now can you just walk us through, people can self-refer or the doctors will refer
Absolutely.
to you, and how do you decide that they're going to do therapeutic art?
Well, so this program is relatively new. We just started it, I think, October 23. And the way it works is we were looking at building our programming to create different opportunities for individuals in the community to feel connected and to feel well. So initially it was an internal program, a pilot program, where I work with a community artist, and in our team-based care environment, our nurses, our doctors, nurse practitioners, even foot care nurses, can send in a referral to me after briefly chatting with a patient to say, I think this person might enjoy or benefit from engaging in the therapeutic art process. And then I have a conversation with them to kind of describe what it is. And it's quite interesting because I have a lot of clients say to me, I've never done art. The last time I touched anything artistic was maybe grade 1. And I encourage them just to come and give it a try. And then we keep our groups quite small. We run groups in Merrickville and in Smiths Falls, and we try to keep it therapeutic in that it's not loads of people who attend. Our groups are typically about 8 people, and myself and the community artist, and we create a relaxing therapeutic space. We pick very specific projects, like one of the ones I have here, so we can re-engage with our creative spirit, feel comfortable using different mediums, explore different themes and thoughts, but also develop a sense of connection. And so sometimes my referrals come from our counselors, people who've done a block of counseling and kind of want to work forward. Sometimes my referrals look like this individual is socially isolated and wants to connect with other people. And then sometimes it's just someone in the community who's heard about it and wants to explore something different. So, but what I love about it is it's accessible to anyone in terms of skill base, whether you have barriers to your mobility, cognitive processes, and it is really a safe environment for people to enjoy art. And I would say with all the groups we've run, we haven't lost anyone. Everyone who comes by the end is really, really happy that they've taken this chance and built some skills and built friendships.
Okay, now that was going to be one of my questions. Is it one-on-one, but you said groups up to 8?
Yep, groups up to 8, because we, number one, in terms of being able to share with the community, that makes the most sense. And one of our goals in this is building connection, building peer relationships. After COVID, I think we all saw that loss of community, and this is an opportunity in a really safe environment for you to re-engage safely with people who share a common interest.
Okay. Now, I know at Rideau Community Health Services, you also do like grief support, that sort of thing too. Is that all incorporated into your art therapeutic?
Depending, actually. So I'm loaned out to other groups. So for
Sounds
example,
like it, yes.
with our grief support program, we're doing a one-off workshop this Thursday in Merrickville that has to do with creativity, and I'm coming in with the community artist, and we're doing a targeted activity to help people process grief using art. We also offer an amazing meditation program, and that doesn't invest in art, but what often happens is we end up cross-promoting. Someone will take our meditation program, hear about art, want to take that next step in wellness. So, and we have, since again, the COVID is behind us, we've opened up our programming and we're able to re-engage in ways where we can connect with the community. But yeah, I find my art group is filtering into other groups.
And art is therapy in itself too. Is that what
it is?
Yeah, is that what we're trying to get at with this? Is like it's a way
So it's really interesting when I started to pursue this. To become an art therapist involves a master's degree and felt unattainable. And then the more that I researched it and spoke with people, the truth is all art is therapeutic. Mm-hmm. So the program that I took was called Therapeutic Art for the Helping Profession. And so with that, it's just exploring art mediums together and allowing yourself to engage in an artistic process and being creative and feeling safe in doing that. And the truth is, yes, all art is therapeutic. And I don't think there's a single person who's done it who hasn't felt changed or developed some insight from doing it. But giving yourself permission as an adult to say, I'm just going to give myself 2 hours to make art that may go nowhere is hard for us to do in such a productive, fast-paced society.
But it's the connections that you're making in the room too.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Let's talk about this.
Right.
This is beautiful.
Thank you. So this is one of our examples. This is actually what we'll be doing with Grief Group, and sometimes we change up our projects within our different groups. So we call this a dot tree. And a tree is a really good place to start with people because everybody looks around, understands trees, has an image to work from. And trees can represent so much to us. So the roots can represent where you come from, where you feel anchored. The trunk can be about the strength you're feeling within yourself. The branches can represent your connections and where you hope to grow. And then the dots and leaves represent your creative spirit and where you feel. And what I found so interesting with these projects is everybody's trees look so different because of where they are in life, whether they're strong, whether the roots are more intense, whether they have tiny roots, what colors they choose. And it is something that's so easily accessible to absolutely anyone, and there's no right or wrong way to do it.
And that's what I'm thinking too. Everybody's just going to look different. What are they focused more on? The roots? Mm-hmm. Are they focused on the leaves? What's growing? That sort of thing, yes.
And even the dots we've learned, like using a tool like different dowels, that process in and of itself becomes a meditation. You're focused on a repetitive activity, so you watch people just kind of lose themselves in the process. And as long as you can hold a dowel, which is just a long circle stick, right, anyone can create this.
Anyone can do this.
Yeah.
Now you've got a new group too, Community Rainbow. Is that what
that's right? So
is?
One of the offshoots of these art groups is we'll run them for 4 sessions. Typically they're on Wednesdays, sometimes in the afternoon, sometimes evening. And anyone who's taken them has asked, can I come again, and what other projects are there? So from that, we created community engagement art events, and our upcoming one we're so excited about in Merrickville, but we'll get contributions hopefully from Smiths Falls, from schools. We're building a big community rainbow in honor of Pride and creating safe, inclusive communities. So what I thought would be a one-off, I have so much interest already that we're going to have multiple events, and again, we don't even say that people have to register. I haven't even advertised for it yet. So our first group is tomorrow night, just through word of mouth, and people are all coming in and painting rocks to contribute to this rainbow with messages of inclusion, safety, and hope. And then we'll have a second night on May 29th in Merrickville in the evening. And again, you don't have to register. You can just show up, and we'll be advertising on social media and also with flyers. And then on June 19th, we will be having an unveiling in Merrickville, a community barbecue. The Lions of Merrickville have graciously offered to host it, just to unveil it and invite the community, because we want to ensure that everyone in our community feels safe. And I'm so proud that RCHS is actively involved in providing safe spaces and community and healthcare for the LGBTQ community. So this is a start with this, and this is our first rock to start. I'm really proud one of my daughters made it.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes. So this will be kicking it off.
So where is this going to be held?
So we are meeting in Merrickville at our Merrickville clinic in our community kitchen. And so tomorrow night we're meeting Wednesday from 5 to 7, and it's a drop-in. What I want to share with everyone is you don't have to come for 2 hours. You can come for half an hour and paint a rock. So we're going to have 2 nights of painting in Merrickville, which we're going to share on our social media as well. And then at the community lunch that happens here at Hanley Hall on Mondays, there's another community health worker, Allison, who I work closely with, and I'm going to come in with my rocks and paint and give people the opportunity to do it there. And then what we're hoping to do is kind of spread the word to schools, and anyone in the community who wants to contribute a rock to this rainbow, we'll be encouraging them to do so.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. So the therapeutic art that we were talking about earlier, that is, you can either be referred by the doctors at RCHS, or you can self-refer.
You can self-refer and become a community client. That's all it takes.
How do people find you?
So the best way to connect with the therapeutic art program, I would say I'm mainly based out of Merrickville, so I would encourage you to call our Merrickville clinic at 613-269-3400 and just leave your name and number and say you're interested in more information about the therapeutic art program.
And you are on Reed Street in Merrickville?
That's correct. We're
That's
on
right.
Reed Street. Yeah. Merrickville's pretty small. We're across from the rink.
There
can't
you go.
miss
That's,
us.
yeah, I like landmarks. I like landmarks. So yeah, once again, you've got the therapeutic art. That's where, how to get hold of you. Your rock painting is tomorrow night. We're talking about May 15th.
May 15th.
And May 29th.
May 29th
May
in
29th.
the evening in our community kitchen. There'll be signs everywhere. Everyone will be welcome. And again, on the 19th, even if you didn't take part in painting, on June 19th, we'll have a community barbecue just to celebrate inclusion and safety and understanding. So it's something we hope a lot of people will attend.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you very much for joining us today. Cathy
You're
Taylor,
welcome.
like a little reunion here. We've
Yes.
known each other for a very long time, but you're doing wonderful things still. You remain to be doing wonderful things. So thanks for joining us today. From the Rideau Community Health Services, you are a community health worker. Thanks for joining us today and everything you do.
Thanks so much, Kathy.